Hi everyone, this is FlashCartReviews.com, and today I'll be reviewing the Dingoo A320 console. This is primarily an emulating console allowing you to play older games and emulate older systems such as the NES, the SNES, Sega Genesis, and just a bunch of others. It's actually got a whole list, and all these emulators are supported natively, as in the Dingoo comes with support for them built in already. Now, let's take a look at just the packaging for it, just real quick. I don't normally do this, but we don't really know what's in here. So, what we've got is a cable to make the Dingoo output to the TV. So, you got your standard three color cables right here, plugs into nearly any standard TV. And you can plug it into the bottom of the Dingoo, and you can play pretty much anything that's on the Dingoo can also be played on a big screen TV. From movies to games, anything you want. We also got charging dock with USB, just like the Apple, except probably a cheaper model. And we got a USB transfer cable. This works as a charger or as a file transferring device when you're using your Dingoo. And finally, we've got some headphones, just a nice addition. They look kind of nice, sleek. And your Dingoo's also got a headphone jack over here. So let's take a look at the hardware and the build of the Dingoo. It's actually really nice. I've definitely bought some things from China before, and none of them feel as sturdy as this. This is built really well. It's got two R&L buttons up here. A, B, X, Y, start, select, power, which is a switch, headphone plug, TV, AV out plug. It's got a mini SD slot, mini SD, as in not micro and not full SD, but the mini SD. And it's also got the USB port where you can transfer in files. It's got two built-in speakers over here. And on the left is a reset button and a mic. And this thing can actually record what you're doing too. So let's take a look at the firmware. Now, some of you will see this firmware and instantly think PSP. Well, that's totally true. It's based off of the PSP, at least its layout is, and you got a bunch of features here. So just to take a look at the emulators, let's try running a game. Here I've got GBA games, Game Boy Advance. I've got CPS2, NES, SNES, and I think I got some other games, Sega Genesis as well. So let's try running Metal Slug. This is a Neo Geo ROM. This is just to give you a feel of how the emulators run. I definitely don't have the time to be running every single game and on every single console. But as you can see, it runs amazingly well. There's very little, if any, lag. There's definitely no lag on this game, but if there are a lot of enemies and a lot of things going on at the same time, you can occasionally run into some lag. And you press start and select at the same time, and it pulls up this menu where you can you can restart the game, go back to the main menu. You can also do some other features that are added as emulators, such as add a coin. So Neo Geo is an arcade game, so generally you'd need to add a quarter to play the game. Well, here you just basically press the button and it adds a coin for you. So I've added some coins, start playing. As some of you may know, emulators sometimes lag with music, making it stutter because the processing power isn't strong enough. This happens if you try to emulate NES or SNES on the Nintendo DS. However, with a Dingoo, that's usually not a problem. The sound is actually usually very good. So as you can see, there's very little lag, and it plays very nicely and very well. So real quick, just to run off the emulators that the Dingoo has built in. It has GBA, Game Boy Advance, NES, Neo Geo, SNES, CPS1, CPS2, Sega Genesis, also known as the Mega Drive, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color. There's also a few more that are in progress, but Those are homebrew applications that people are working on, so they're not natively supported. Everything I listed just now was natively supported. It's already got built in. One other thing I want to show you guys, if in emulating games, is the save states. So right now I'm running a GBA game, Yggdra Union, on the DS, on the Dingoo, I'm sorry. This is originally a GBA game, and I can save at any time, at any point, by creating a save state, which is this red one up here. Creating a save state allows me to save at any point, and I can load this state and go right back to that exact point whenever I want. You can also save normally, and the Dingoo will automatically handle your saves. So, you know, if you can actually go to the start menu, go to save in your game, and save. It can play music. And the music playing is really nice because it can actually play in the background. So I'll be browsing my files and the music is still playing, which I really like. So I just reduced the volume. It's still playing actually though. And it can also, the Dingoo can also play movies. So here I'm going to play Bolt, the Pixar movie I believe. And it's actually in very good quality. I don't know if you can make it out on this camera, but it's very nice. And you can plug your Dingoo into the TV, like I said earlier, and the quality is still very good. I enjoyed watching it on the TV. I could handle it no problem. It's not incredibly blurry or blown up and pixelated, which is something I was worried about. It can play tons of video files. Check out my website for a whole list of them because I don't want to list them in this video because just don't have enough time. So the videos can also, I just want to add in that the videos support includes AVIs, MPEGs, WMV, so it's got all the major file formats and no converting is needed. No screen size converting, it'll convert the screen size for you automatically. Just throw the files in, it'll play, which is absolutely awesome. For those of you that have a DS, the DS with Moonshell can only play .dpg files, so support for any kind of video is really nice on the Dingoo. The other features on the Dingoo aren't really that important. You've got a radio, but it cannot find a bunch of stations near me in the Bay Area, like 94.9. It just cannot find it. It's also got the ability to record what you're saying, so you know you can make little reminders and memos, and it records them into MP3 formats. You can view pictures. You can actually view some flash files too, but the flash viewing is very limited. You can also read ebooks or text files, and it's got some options for your TV. It says it's got a browser, but don't be fooled, this is not an internet browser. This is just a browser to browse through the files that's on the Dingoo. And it's got some system settings. One thing I forgot to mention is that the Dingoo actually has built-in 4 gigabytes of memory. 4 gigabytes. It's really nice. Like you see, like I don't even use a mini SD to expand the memory because I don't need to. 4 gigabytes gives me infinite ROMs practically, and also serves all my video and picture needs. So that about wraps up the review. If you want more information, you know, a full list of supported video and music types and ROMs and all that stuff, be sure to check out my website, flashcartreviews.com, and you'll find a link to the full text review on the left side of my website. Also join the forum, ask any questions you like. Feel free also to leave a YouTube comment and I'll try to get back to it as soon as I can. And subscribe to my videos if you're interested. Also, if you're interested in picking up one of the Dingoos, be sure to check out forcoolday.com. Honestly, they have got the hookup. They are $20 cheaper than eBay, than any eBay price I've seen, after shipping of course. And they have great service, and that's where I got mine from. So, see you at my website.